Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big 10 Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big 10, and there are high stakes here. Not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Fresh set it down to the offense. First down. And here's the jet sweep testing the perimeter here. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the single back takes the handoff. He's found some room at the 45. And he'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set. It's second down. And the wideout goes in motion. Dropping back. It's Flores. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Hands off to the fullback. Tackle, but forced down.
Well, I know it's here early in this game, but boy, this is what you want to see as an offense. You get to these third downs, it's all about trying to create opportunities and momentum, and that's what they've done here, converting to get a new set of downs.
Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Defense is coming after him. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Breaks loose at the 45. And they're finally able to stop them. The great execution on the screen pass fooled the defense there.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. And you know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The gain makes it second and medium. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down. You see more positive yards after the catch here.
The Buckeyes are in the red zone. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes. We've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
Man, I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
And it's 7-0 after the BAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He'll hand it off. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that previous play. Dropping back, it's Watson. The pass is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Chris, I thought after he tipped that ball in the air, that thing was going to be an incompletion. That would have been a great play, but instead, he didn't give up on it. Comes down with the interception and then shows you how athletic he is by taking it all the way back for a touchdown. How about that?
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Breaking free at the 35. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area, Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like...
He fires this throw and is intercepted. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to pass. It's Flores. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, it seems like a screen pass is either feast or famine. You either completely fool the defense and you've got a lot of room to run behind a convoy of blockers, or there's just nowhere to go and the play gets blown up as we see here.
Third down for the offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Now that's an incompletion. That'll bring up fourth down and makes you wonder if the offensive coordinator is reevaluating. Maybe a run there might have been the safer call.
Buckeyes will come to the line looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. Receiver in motion now. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And he finds his target. He has the first. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. The quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this third down. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
The Buckeyes look to keep this drive moving. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. The junior able to bring him down quickly. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
A great stop here by this defense to bring us to fourth down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance and try to get that touchdown.
No hesitation from the head coach. They'll go for it on fourth and goal from the 1.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Caught over the middle. It's Wallace. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Fighting him off. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Dropping back. It's Watson. It's a quick grab. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down.
Chris, Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. The ball is loose. Defense recovers the fumble. Big take.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
So it turns out that was a smart move by the head coach using the challenge. The officials overturned the previous ruling on that play. 1st down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. The Nittany Lions line up on 1st and 10 now. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down play coming up. And he drops back in the gun. And here comes a deep shot. And the downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the 2nd half.
Brought down to the 46, good enough for a 1st down.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen and not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Watson. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Now play number 9 on this drive. They'll try to run for the 1st down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. Tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
First and goal, a good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. Motion by the back, defense better adjust. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And looking to throw now on first down. And looking for a big play here. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. See what the call is on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Dropping back. It's Flores. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to start the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. And they get the second half started with the running play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed and ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
That's caught. It's Wallace. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. And it's a bunch formation. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Can he get there on the ground? And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
The Nittany Lions begin a new series here, 1st and 10. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. The linebacker shifting around now. To throw, it's Watson. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Caught quickly.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
completion makes it 2nd and short. Handoff from the shotgun. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Spinning out of the tackle. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this 2nd half started.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice game.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And the Nittany Lions are going to keep this drive rolling.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Looking to throw. It's Watson. The pass rush closing in. He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
I love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off, reminds his defense what he can do with his legs, and almost took it to the house.
See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Penn State. Methodical but effective. They're probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. There's the handoff. Breaking tackles.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Receiver makes the grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to 3rd down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. And now the handoff. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Use the running game to chew on this clock now.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
The offense has done well to chew some clock here. Now they'll come up on 2nd down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Bringing pressure. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one. After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. It's Flores. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And the returner will be brought down. Penn State offense is back out on the field. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physics.
The catch is made for a huge pickup. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. And the coach quickly called. After the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. A new set of downs after that completion. The shotgun handoff here. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. They're going to run it. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Pressure moment for the quarterback. We'll see if he can stay calm and collected. Down a score late in the game. Looking downfield. It's Watson. Makes a quick catch. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
The Nittany Lions lining up here on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground here. Powerful running into the secondary. Tackle made after a big gain.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, keep hammering away with that run game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Just missed his intended receiver on that 3rd and short. The offense is now going to have to settle for 3 points here in such a close game in the 4th quarter.
Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And that is no good. A missed chance to tie this game, still down by 3. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Now it's 2nd down here. They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. Not much on that play, brought down short. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. They feed the fullback this time. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down.
One thing about the college game is everybody likes to run a version of the spread. But there's still an opportunity every once in a while for the old fullback to get in there and show you what he can do. He reminds you on that play right there.
It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a